DCMikeTV.com right here with the undefeated Maximus Garland. Maximus, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. Nice to meet you.
Likewise.
Yes, and big shouts out to Wendy for hooking this up. I've been knowing Wendy for probably over 10 years.
For real. That's all right.
Yeah, I've been knowing her a good little minute. Shouts out to Wendy.
Definitely.
Um, so I haven't met you yet, in
Mm.
person yet, but I've been hearing your name kind of floating around the area for a little bit. So you're originally from DC,
Maryland.
Maryland. Okay, are you from Maryland? Okay, all right,
Hmm.
all right. So I don't know much about your amateur background. So can you first start off what type of amateur career you had, how many amateur fights you had, and what?
Uh, Amateurs. I mean, I probably had about like 80 something to about 80 something amateur fights. I would say I had a decent amateur career. I won tournaments, lost tournaments, but I was there. I was definitely ranked about I was definitely ranked top three in my weight class for a long every weight class I was in, especially 132. Um, just pretty much that's just pretty much it. Just been around the sport for a little minute, so it's just been that's pretty basically it.
Okay, any regional or national titles as an amateur?
Uh, Regionals. Yeah, I think I won. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I won. I won a couple regionals. I can't remember what them cup the tournaments was, but I definitely won a couple regionals. I ain't
Okay,
nationals. Always. I don't even never win on national, but I always place second though.
okay, all right, all right. Maximus Garland, nickname a different breed.
Hmm.
How'd you come up with the nickname?
Just basically just off my life. I just been different ever since I was born. I was born 2 months early, so it's just everything's just been different throughout my whole life.
Okay, all right, all right, all right. So right now you campaigning at 35 or 40?
47.
47. Okay, okay.
Mm.
Oh, it's okay. And you're roughly maybe 6 feet, 5'11. What's
About
your
5'11.
okay, all right, all right, all right. So you had a few fights this year, and I know your last fight you fought back in, I believe it was in July. You fought in was Atlanta, Georgia.
Hmm.
Yep, OTX. Everybody knows OTX. You faced another undefeated guy in Morgan Griggie. I've heard of his name floating around for the last couple years. Both you guys were undefeated at the time. You came out on top. I seen some highlights of the fight. How was Morgan Griggie? How was he compared to your previous opponents?
Uh, he was willing to fight. Not just coming in for a paycheck. He had something on the line. That and that's just what I be wanting out of the sport of boxing. I don't want to just keep fighting ducks and just standing there. I'm kind of get my name out. I'm trying to fight undefeated guys from here on out. But just working on him. He came to fight. That's one thing I can say. Like, forget all the other stuff that our antics and us going back and forth. He showed up to fight.
Okay. And do you like that part of the sport to where the antics before the fight, talking trash? Do you like doing that? And do you feel like
Now,
that helps sell a fight?
definitely sell a fight, but I mean, it depends on the atmosphere. I don't really like talking, too much. I'm gonna let these hands speak. But if you start talking, I can get to talking too.
Okay. All right. Was it a nice crowd out there in Atlanta, Georgia?
Yeah, it was definitely a nice crowd out there.
Okay.
It definitely made some new fans out of Atlanta.
All right. That's what it's about, making new fans.
Hmm.
That's exactly what it's about. So what gym do you train out of?
Hillcrest.
Okay. I've been knowing Ernesto for I don't know, 11 years.
You been knowing everybody, huh?
Yeah, Jakeem Hutchinson, I've been knowing for about 10 or 11 years. Yeah. How long have you been at Hillcrest?
Probably going on 2 years now.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I was gone, but okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. All right. So you have another fight coming up. Matter of fact, November the 22nd, which is about a week and a half away.
Yep.
Facing a guy by the name of Javier Mayorel. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly.
Yeah, something like that.
So what do you know about Mr. Javier? He's a 500 guy. What do you know about him? And does he pose a threat to you?
Absolutely not. Don't nobody pose no threat to me. And when I'm in shape, when I'm at top of my game, can't nobody beat me but me. So it's like these just about to be another statement that I'm about to go in here and show y'all what what I'm about.
Yeah. Okay. So how does Javier? How does he compare to Morgan? You think he can go the duration? Do you feel like he's at some point you gonna get him out of there?
Uh, I I feel like some point I'm gonna get him out of it, but as if some point I could have got Griggy out of there. I just got a little reckless, a little careless, a little in little moments or whatever. But it definitely had Griggy hurt a lot. But he gonna be the same way. But I can run him more. I can say Griggy probably got a little bit more skills than him, throwing punches wise. But um, right here, just it's gonna be. I'm gonna show y'all what an easy day in the office is. Where he gonna run into something.
Okay. And this fight, does it take place in, was it Atlantic City or Philly?
I think Philly.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
All right, all right. So talk about the card. Who else is on the card? Is it a
Who else is on that? I mean, I know my boy, Outlaw Son on that joint, Lil Dean. Other than that, I don't really know who really else on that card like that. Oh, my boy Rod on that joint from Baltimore. How about Rod? He on that joint. Uh,
okay.
Other than that, I don't really know nobody else.
Okay, all right. So it's your third 6 round fight. So the fight in Atlantic City, Georgia, the OTX. Can you talk about the pink slip? Does that was that supposed to get you a contract or get you another appearance back on OTX?
Yes, that the pink slip was basically. I was saying, Atlanta. The pink slip was basically, so it's before and whoever lost can't come back on OTX. So whoever won got another spot, guaranteed spot or the fight again on OTX. So basically I come back on February and fight in another Atlanta show.
Okay. All right. How was Atlanta, by the way?
It was great. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, they ain't my first time being to Atlanta, but that was my first time like out and about in Atlanta. So but the hospitality was cool, food was cool, everything was about it was chill out there.
Okay. All right. So after, like you said, November 22nd, you'll be back in February in Atlanta, Georgia.
Hmm.
Okay. Have you had any homecoming fights yet?
Yeah, about to say my second pro fight, I fought here at the sports arena.
Okay.
That was on Dusty Card.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Then I fought again here, I think, and I think it was back again in September. I think that's when I fought back here again.
Okay.
Uh, and then October, and then I fought here on who was that? You remember that? It was Brandy and them card in September. And then and Calvin and them card. That was they card they threw in September. Then I fought on Pro Boxing in Rosecroft in October. And then yeah, that was pretty much I fought home for sure.
Okay. So you've been around quite a bit, fighting on various promoters' cards. Do you feel like you would like that better, just being able to fight on any promoter's cards and go to anywhere you want to go? Would you rather at some point get some type of deal with a promoter to where you'll be locked in with one promoter? How do you?
At this point where I was early in my career, I definitely want to, explore my avenues and, fight on this card, fight on that card and see what I like the most. But at eventually we would like to, tie down there and that's why I can have, a steady fight schedule when I'm a fight, all that type stuff.
Okay. All right. All right. So so what is your adversity story? What has Max Garland been through, and what people do you cater to when you fight?
Um, More so like I don't know. I don't really cater to nobody for on my father. He get on my nerves the most when I'm in there. Like it's just catered because it's like he know me the best out of when we in that gym. Like he know me the best out of everybody in there. So it's like I probably cater to him a little bit more. But adversity story, man. Where do I start? It's I was boxing since 5, so it's like I've been going through the rankings. I started over there at Headbangers, so I was a headbanger for a while. So then, went ways, was nothing, no bad blood, no whatever. I just wanted to explore my career somewhere else. And I went with Lamont, Peterson, and we were doing something cool for a little year. Then after his fight, everything just kind of went away. So it's like I went to Sugar Ray and just trained. Me and my father was just training for a little while, just trying to understand what we trying to do. Just
Mm.
I'm just thinking like, do I even want to do this anymore? Other stuff keep happening, but on top of that, I was already signed to another promotion company. I had to walk away from them. They didn't. They was off. They was asking for me to do some stuff that wasn't that I liked at that moment. So it was just like it was just a lot of stuff adversity wise. Just in this boxing game, I can say it's a lot of shocks. They just want to do what they want to do. But I'm just chilling and going down my path now.
Yeah, exactly. So what I mean by adversity story is like Tyler Langer. You know Tyler Langer from Baltimore, the boxer.
Yeah, I don't really know him, but I'm familiar of him.
Yeah, so he fights for people who has autism. Tank Davis was in a group home growing up. He didn't have both his parents. Like, do you have some type of story like that? Did you have both parents in the home? Were you ever homeless?
No, I was never homeless, but it's like I had definitely had both parents. But the adversity story is just like, some nights, they ain't have it like that. We just trying to live. How my adversity story. I can say my father left at a young age, to go overseas. He ain't never leave his, but he left the overseas to go work to proceed so we can have a better life. So it's just years of him not being around, my mother trying to handle everything and just seeing her how she just, trying to handle everything. It just wasn't good, it just was everything was just terrible at that point in time. And my mental, just didn't know what I wanted to do. I'm running around looking at other people as guidance and all that stuff. So it's like it's just a lot of stuff.
Okay, that's an amazing story, man. I really like that story. That's amazing. So one more last one. Any message to the fans in Philadelphia, and any message to Javier Mayorel if he's watching?
Uh, I see you November 22nd, Javier. But in Philly, y'all already know what I come to do. I like the Eagles, so when we coming to fly when we come out there, you already know.
You gonna pop out with some green?
I don't know. We might see. We might see.
Got to back
I
to find out.
definitely got to. I'm definitely an Eagles fan. Though. You might see some green. You might see some birds. You might see some. I don't know. That's all. You gotta wait on the night.
All right, you guys heard it first from Max Garland, different breed. Max Garland. Max, thank you for taking a little bit of time out your day to do this interview, brother. Thank you.
Nah,